So everybody, welcome back to Wilderness Adventures UK, and yeah, you're joining me at night time just making up my bed in the back of the Land Rover. But watch here and I'll show you what happened earlier on today.
I'll never mistake the way you give me my faith. My body feels safe in your hands. Feel me fully face. I'm light as a fire that I'm letting you escape. The stars still remember the fall to our face.
So guys, we've got a video in store for you this week. We're going back to the woods over in the Yorkshire, where we had our mishap last time, where the Land Rover broke down. So I'm on tenterhooks a little bit. We'll see how it goes. So, first voyage of the Land Rover since we've had it repaired. And it's not all been fun and games, if I'm honest. Travelling down to the woods, one of the lads that comes to the woods, Lee, gave me a call, said, listen, don't bring your Land Rover into the woods because a couple of trees have blown over in the recent windy storms we've had. And just after he hung up, Land Rover started playing up. Lee's just here, look, cutting down some of the trees that have fallen over. So yeah, I better roll my sleeves up and crack on. Oh, a Baco Laplander, they're brilliant. Yeah, right, I will clock off for now and I'll bring you back shortly when we're doing stuff. Right, we've had a walk around the woods and we've assessed the damage. We're going to have to play it safe tonight and just take it easy. But I'm going to go and grab a saw out the car, put the camera down and come and just clear this up just so we can get in, because this is our road in. And we can... Your belly does look big in that t-shirt. And yeah, I'll give Lee a hand, grab some gloves and we'll crack on. All fun and games today. Yeah, Land Rover was playing up on the way over. I don't know if I mentioned it, so I'll mention it now. I suspect either a blocked intercooler or a collapsed intercooler pipe. Yeah, it chugged and came to a standstill and filled the road I was on with blue smoke. Took the top intercooler pipe off and it's very loud, but it's running and it got me here. I'm just going to have no boost travelling home, so I'm going to have to set off at silly hour so I'm not holding folk up on the road. But yeah, right, I'm almost out of the woods, so I will turn the camera off and I'll fetch you back a little bit later when we've cleared that. So we cleared the tree up that's fallen down on the road, and we've just made it in and Lee's just clearing up a few of the bits that have fallen in here. Absolutely terrible. I'm not going to get too close to him because the PPE police will be on to me that he's not wearing glasses and gloves and gaiters and all sorts of things. But yeah, I'm just on with clearing fire pits just here. And I'm going to get a fire going so mozzies don't come and attack us. Andy's just over there. Andy arrived as well. It's Andy's chainsaw actually, so he's arrived in the old military Defender 110 with his trailer on the back. So yeah, it's all hands on deck, try and get camp safe for tonight. We can spend the night and hopefully a few more people will turn up tomorrow. You'll have seen in the B-roll that a couple of trees came down into the woods. We've had horrible winds up here in the north of England the last few days, and a few of the trees have blown down, one of which was going across the track that brings you into the woods, so we had to clear that. There's another one gone over and it's hung up just about 50 metres away from my vehicle. It's facing kind of that way, so if it's going to go anywhere it's going to go that way. It's going to completely miss me, so there's no danger where I am here. In other news, travelling over, I thought I'd come over the moors today and over the hills to get to the woods, and the Land Rover cut out twice on me, which was very nice. I've kind of narrowed it down to an air intake problem. I'm thinking either my intercooler's blocked or I've got a damaged intercooler pipe, i.e. it's collapsed and it's sucking in when I accelerate and it suctions for the turbo. It's collapsing and choking it. We are going to try and find somewhere local to buy intercooler pipes tomorrow, so fingers crossed there. And in other news, Richard from Outside Insights was on his way over. to spend the weekend with us, and his Discovery 1, which I did out the back of it, very similar to mine, has broken down as well. He had an overheat problem. He's had the first recovery guy pick him up off the motorway, take him safely to a services, and now he's waiting for an engineer to come and kind of get him on the road again so he can get here. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get some shut-eye now. I'm going to make my bed and just take my phone off silent and wait for Richard to call me when he gets to the gates here so we can let him in. So yeah, quite an exciting start to the video this week. Hopefully we'll be filming a little bit more tomorrow and it'll be a bit more of a successful day. But for now, I'm going to bid you all good night, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow with a little bit more positive news. So good morning, guys. You have joined me at, I think it's around 8:05 in the morning, 7 minutes past 8. I've been awake since about 6:30. Not a bad night's sleep, to be fair, but we have got a busy day today. I'm going to go and try and source the parts from a local parts supplier so I can replace those intercooler hoses in the engine bay. So that's hopefully going to be later on in this video, me swearing and throwing my tools across the woods. But also there's another tree I did mention yesterday just over there in camp that's kind of fallen off and got hung up in trees. So hopefully we've got the farmer coming down in a telehandler and he's going to push it in the right direction just to keep us safe, and then we're going to chop it up and process that. So it's going to be a fun-filled day, lots of filming to be had today, and yeah, get the day started. So just got to get my trousers on because I've still got my sticks out, get my shoes on, go do my little morning routine, make a coffee, and let's see if we can find some intercooler pipes in the Yorkshire area that I'm in. Literally, I've just put the kettle on and the farmer was rolling in, so real quick. And there's the tree in question just there, can you see that? But it's leaning towards the cabins. But he gives no shits, proper farmer. Gotta step back, otherwise I'm going to be pushed by a tree. Right, I'll fetch you back and let you know what's going on.
Oh, apple cheese bomb there. Oh.
No, it's missed. That's missed.
I thought it was going to go. Do you reckon the other one's been weakened now?
No, it should be alright, you know. They're quite hardy bloody things. But yeah, apple trees will be fucked. Aren't they great telehandlers? There we go.
Apple trees on this. Yeah.
All safe, only just, but all safe. So one of today's jobs is going to be to cut this bastard down and get it all cleared up. Right, and that's that excitement done. So as I say, we'll get chainsaw out in a little bit, we'll get us hand saws out, and we'll sort that in a little while. I'm sorry for the crap audio, I didn't have time to grab my mic, So yeah, I've just run out with the camera, so you're listening to the in-camera audio at the moment. But I'm going to put the camera down, finish making my brew. Yeah, I'll flip the camera around. See, I'm not telling lies. Kettle is still on. Just boiling now. So yeah, I'll get this put away. Get it back on charge, which is where it was. Right, just coming up to midday now, and we've been beavering away on this tree. We've got all the little branches off. It's just the main trunk now, just to cut down and log up. Leave to dry before it's burning. We'll probably use it next winter or something. Lads are cracking on with cabin as well, just getting sealing in, doing some wiring. We've had no joy finding the parts for the Land Rover. Bank holiday weekend, so not a lot of places are open. The one place that did answer hasn't got anything in stock that can help. So what I'm thinking of doing is tomorrow night, Sunday night, is just limping it back over the tops. I'll go home the long way, and I'll go home the slow way, so I'm not holding anybody up, and I'll leave it sort of 7, 8 o'clock at night when everybody should be eating their tea. And I'll take it nice and slow, 40 mile an hour all the way back. Took me a few hours to get home, but at least I'm getting home. I have kind of established that it's the bottom intercooler pipe. I found one that's quite torn and very, very, like, no structural integrity. You can just squidge it. It's really, really thin. So whether it's been on there for a long time, I've never replaced it for sure. So what I'm thinking is either tomorrow or when I get home, I'll order some silicone intercooler pipes, and I'll upgrade to silicone. We have been burning all little branches off trees, so we've got a big fire going, just to change the subject quickly. But yeah, we are cracking on, just getting stuff done. We're about to have some late breakfast, have some bacon and egg butties, and just chill out for a bit, chill out for a few hours before we crack on with the next task. Wasn't expecting it to be a working weekend, but hey ho, no problem at all. But quickly flip round. Lads are just there.
Hello.
Fire is going. Burning scrap front cabin and burning all little branches. And there's Andy. Hello. The gatekeeper. So 12:30, just passed. So we're on with the bacon and egg sandwiches. Got a few free range eggs just there, and some bacon for the lads. And I've got some barm cakes, as we call them in the northwest. Barm cakes for the lads. Been ordered to make some crispy bacon. So I'm just crisping it off, overcooking it, which is the way I like it too, to be honest. And yeah, I'll do the eggs so they're quite solid, so we don't get egg all over us. But yeah, that's what I'm on with. One of the lads is cutting up some wood. We've all but done with fire. We've just got some big twigs on it now. And yeah, it's crack-a-lacking. It's all going well. Right, fetch you back shortly because I don't want to completely burn my bacon. Right, I thought I'd quickly bring you back. Sorry again if this video is a little bit all over the place. Usually is with me. But bring you back because I showed this in a couple of videos back. I'll link the video above and I'll link it in the description below. But yeah, it's about done. Apart from the furnishings inside. There she is. So roof's gone on. And lads have cladded it all off. Recently got the doors on. And let's open the door. Who lives in a house like this? Doors open like so. That one's locked from the inside. You go in. You got a little light switch here. Flick it on. Little tree in corner. As I say, still got to be furnished. There's some shelving and stuff to go up. Beds there. A little bedside cabinet just next to the bed there. Still got solar power to go in, and as I say, all the furnishings. But she's up. She's ready for Andy's wife and kids. That'd be a right nice little stop off for them there. And then lights go back off. And we exit the building. We have exited the building. Yeah, right, good little job the lads have done there. Did help a little bit, but most of the credit goes to them. But yeah, they're just messing about at the moment over here. Look, Andy's taken 5 because we've been chopping up that big tree that fell down over there, which is coming on quite well, to be honest. We've cleared it all. That's where it was between the fork on that tree. Just there you can see the damage to the tree where it came down and hit it. And we have been cracking on with it. We've got a few logs here left to do. We've started slicing this one. We just took a break to let the chainsaw cool down. But we've sliced all along there. Cut that up, log it up and put it in the log store. But yeah, we're cracking on, getting a lot of work done. What are you doing, Andy?
I'm playing with my rope.
He's got a hell of a lot of rope to play with. Untangling the rope. And Muskie's going through, where's Muskie? Muskie's just there. Muskie's going through CCTV footage, aka trail cam. I'm going to take you for a walk because the sunset is absolutely bloody stunning tonight. And just to bring you up to speed about what's gone on today and how far we are done. So Lee started off the day by finishing off the cabin, putting the ceiling in, putting a few finishing touches. Then Muskie went in and did a bit of wiring so he could wire the lights, which you will have seen earlier on in the video when I did do a tour of the cabin. We cleared up all the wood. We had tea. Muskie cooked an amazing venison stew, mashed taters, bread and butter. It was absolutely delicious, I'm not going to lie. And then we had apple pie for dessert. And then we tried to watch a movie, well, not a movie, a series called From. Never seen it before. It's on Now TV if anybody wants to watch it. It looks quite a good watch, but it kept stuttering, so we couldn't finish watching it. So then we spotted another bit of deadfall earlier on in the day in one of the trees, so I tossed up a bit of rope and I just pulled it out the tree just then. Hence Andy's messing with rope because the rope was all tangled. We just managed to get enough out just to pull the deadfall out of the tree. And now he's decided he's going to unravel it all. And I thought I'd walk you to the edge of the woods because the sun is absolutely stunning tonight. A little bit breezy and it's giving a lot of wind tomorrow, so that my plan was to leave tomorrow sort of late tea time to get home after dark, simply so I wasn't holding anybody up because, as we've mentioned, there's a problem with the Land Rover. But it's giving 40-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow and I don't want to be in this woodland having seen what we've seen the last few days. So I think I'm going to wake up. I'm not even going to make a coffee. I'm going to stop off at the first services, grab a coffee or petrol station and just bimble home on the back roads. I'll indicate where I can and let people pass me because I'm not going to have a right lot of power. But I'll flip the camera around dead quick and you can take a look at this. I don't think the camera's going to do it justice if I'm completely honest, but that sunset is stunning. I should have brought the other camera out really. But yeah, you'll have to take my word for it if it's looking a bit rubbish. But it's absolutely stunning. I'll stand here for a few minutes. Taking them rays. And bimble back into the woods, I suppose. Oh, I've gone all weird coloured. Right, there we go. See that over my shoulder? It's absolutely stunning. So now we're just going to shoot the shit around the campfire. It's probably going to be an early night because, believe it or not, I came away for a chill this weekend. But it's been graft. But needs must. You have to look after something when it's presented to you on a plate. So we've all mucked in, cleared up a lot of debris. Hopefully nothing else comes down. It is an old woodland, and as you can probably tell by a lot of the trees, a lot of them have got ivy on them. A lot of ash in this woodland as well. Like this one's particularly a bad one. If I pan you up, it's got a lot of ivy on it, as do most of them in this woodland. And there's a lot of ash in here, and as we all know, ash is dying everywhere around the world, probably due to modern living and other things and pesticides used, probably, if you want my opinion. But I'm not a scientist, so I don't really know about it. But yeah, I'm going to apologise again. This video's a little bit all over the place this week. There's no real beginning, middle and end, which is kind of the rule of thumb you need to follow when making videos. But it's been one of them weeks. We came here expecting to chill. Land Rover had a few problems which put stress levels quite high, and then we get here and half the woods has blown, well, not half the woods, but you know what I'm trying to say, has blown down, so we have to deal with that. And then tomorrow's going to be quite stressful getting home as well. But is what it is. It's all part of the adventure, and that's the way you've got to look at these things. You can't get too stressed out. You can't think, oh well, the whole world's against me, and go through those negative thoughts in your mind. It's an adventure and you'll get through it. And yeah, brighter times await you. But yeah, I'll pop the camera down now, leave it for a few hours, and I'll fetch you back when I'm getting in the Land Rover later. But yeah, just finally, my truck sat there all quiet. Oh, we managed to wire up a horn on the truck as well today, because my horn's been a bit dicky for a while. Let's go this way. Andy's old military Land Rover. She's had a few problems the last few weeks as well. Andy's all got sorted. There's Andy's trailer just there behind it, which was the Mark 1 trailer that Rich built. Or maybe the Mark 2 actually, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Mark 2, mine was the Mark 3. And mine indeed is on the outskirts of the woods. Muskie took it out a while ago, and it stayed basically in the yard. And that's Muskie's whip there. Muskie's whip, Discovery 2, TD5. Well everybody, it's about that time of night. Believe it or not, it's only about, well, it's exactly 10 past 9. Ta-da! Don't know if you can see that, it's tracking my face. 10 past 9 at night. Everybody's turned in for the night. Only 3 of us left, as I said earlier on. Muskie's gone to sleep in the old trailer on the outskirts of the woods. Andy's gone to his trailer that you saw earlier on in the video. And I am turning into. It's been a grueling day. It has been graft, and everybody is absolutely shattered, which I'm not surprised. We've shifted some big logs, and we shifted a lot of logs. Yeah, interesting weekend. Tomorrow I've actually packed everything away on the outside. My kitchen's packed away. All I've got left to do is put my table up, pack my bedding away, and we'll be hitting the road first thing. So I will bring you back in the morning, and we'll set off. And I might even do a little bit when we get back to the barn, just to let you all know I got back. I have just been checking online actually for the parts I need to repair the old girl again. I'm going to buy a silicone hose kit for the intercooler, get that squared away, get that sorted. It needs that anyway, whether it's that or not, it needs that because those pipes are really bad. And then we'll look at some other bits we may need just before we go away to Scotland. As I said before when I was walking through the woods, it's all an adventure, but I'm glad all this is happening now. You know, I'm only a couple of hours away from home here. Later on in the year, probably 6-7 weeks time I think we've got left, we'll be hitting the road, and we'll be 10 hours away from home. We'll be a fair old chunk from Blackpool to John O'Groats. So I'm glad it's all happening now, because I want ship shape and no little mishaps when we're on the road in a few weeks' time. But as for now, I'm just going to get undressed, sort my bed out because it's all over the place, and get my head down for the night, put some YouTubes on, maybe put a movie on, and just chill for the night. I have got a few new toys with me, but I'm not going to show them to you just yet. Did have big plans to make quite a few review videos, but because it's been such a grueling weekend, I've not really had a chance to make half as many videos as I wanted to. In fact, me and Outside Insight Richard, we were going to make an awning comparison video. He's got an awning on his truck that you will have seen in the video we did together when I was doing out his truck. And yeah, we were going to compare a budget awning, which is what his is, compared to mine, which is ridiculously expensive now. It wasn't that price when I bought it, but it's ridiculously expensive now. And we were just going to go through pros and cons for the two awnings. So that's a video to look forward to in the future. We are going to compare both awnings next time we meet and get together. Yeah, I had a few ideas for other videos. I want to do pros and cons on Cruiser versus Land Rover video. I'm going to have to collar Leon, so if Leon sees this video, this is a shout out, mate. I need you to come and drive one of my motors. We'll drive them to the field, put them side by side, film a video, talk, because I know there's a little bit of a competition, let's just say, friendly competition I'd call it, between Land Rover Jeep and Land Cruiser or Toyota drivers. So I just want to squash some myths. Yeah, that'll be an interesting video. Looking forward to doing that one. That one hopefully will be following this one, a week after this one. But we will see, my friends, we will see. Anyway, I'm going to bid you all good night because I know I'm waffling, and I'll see you all in the morning. You all have a great night. Right, good morning everybody. Just literally woke up. Objective today is to get this packed down within the hour. Shouldn't take that at all. say goodbye to the lads and hit the road for the long journey home. It is going to be a long one today because I'm going to try and keep vehicle under 40 miles or around 40 miles an hour, not under 40 miles an hour. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to bring you along for the way, but we'll see how that goes. Any mishaps on the way home, which I'm kind of expecting, I will yeah, keep you guys informed. All right, let's do this. Right, 9:15 in the morning, everything's packed away. We're ready to start our journey home. Yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said yesterday, an adventure. Right guys, we're about an hour into the journey now. No hiccups, just really struggling up hills. About an hour and 40 to go, we should be back home. I think I'm going to go straight to the barn and pick up the Land Cruiser. So I'll see you at the barn now. Well my friends, we made it back to the barn in one piece. Some points in the journey, 20 miles an hour, dropping below 20 to climb up some hills because we've got no boost because the top intercooler pipe is not connected. But it has come at a cost. We have sprung a massive oil leak. In fact, I reckon I made it back just in time because I just checked the oil and it wasn't even showing on the dipstick. Luckily, I had 5 litres in the barn, so I've chucked 5 litres in it and I'm just watching it all drip out underneath the car now. Bottom of the car is absolutely caked in oil. Just freshly serviced as well, so it was full of oil, it was topped up. I did check it when I was in the woods over the weekend removing that intercooler pipe, so I don't know what's gone wrong, but I will go and see Mechanic John tomorrow and get her booked in and get her checked out. I'm also going to order some silicone intercooler pipes just to replace the ones that are on it because that was the problem. But yeah, I'm just looking down at this oil now, watching it all drip out. Let me go down and show you. The puddle on the right of your screen is all fresh, dripping off the cars, but the springs are coated. Everything, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but everything under there is coated in oil. Right, on that note, wish me luck, and I will see you next week in another video and hopefully an update on the old girl, see how she's going. Right, you all look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you all soon.